Welcome back, y'all. It's the Hobbyking Paramotor V2. I have flown this a couple times, kind of got it dialed in. Ended up dropping these clear arms. They're connected right here with the servo, down one from what they said. They said they wanted it to be slightly elevated. Down one gave it a lot more authority. It was a lot more better. And as a skydiver, I was kind of aware of this, and so set it up by the factory settings, changed it up a little bit. I have flown it a couple times, but I'm by myself, so we're gonna see if we can get this thing in the air. All right, let's go. All right, and just for fun, I got a GoPro on the paramotor as well. There's a few different ways it talks about launching it. Apparently you can take it off from the ground. I might try and give that a try. I've seen people throw it, but we're just gonna see what happens here and go from there. All right.
Motor on.
All right, so it's blowing under the back there. Oh. All right, that did not work. I may have to hand toss it. Which again, I've seen done, but I just think this would be cool if I can make this happen. Just getting it off the ground. As is. You tell me what you think. And again, this may not make the video. But I'm trying here. The grass hops might not be working too well. Reset. People playing soccer over there. It's stupid. We like soccer. That did not work. I had hope. I'm gonna check my camera. Oh. Thought I almost had it. Do you need a little more? Let's find out. I got it. All right, that took a minute. It's just kind of settling in there. So this is the Hobbyking Paramotor V2. There's a little bit of a breeze, just a tiny bit, but I can see a little bit of the wiggle because it's just hanging onto the parachute. It's on, you know, it's a pendulum, and so it's gonna do what it wants to do. Yeah, it definitely slows down going over this way, but it's controllable, it's flyable, it's steerable. It's like a little, so it's you know, this is just a single foil. Let me bring it right at me. You know, I'm a skydiver. We're used to ram air parachutes, and you know, so it's an inflatable wing. This is just the single foil. Oh, it keeps going a little left there. But it does have like a little leading edge there to it that's tucked under that kind of gives it that aerodynamic feel. But it's just a fun little kind of sunset flyer. And this is the second version, so it's got a little light bar on it, so when you fly it at night it glows. Hello. I'm walking over there. Which I did a couple nights ago. But yeah, once you get it dialed in and flying, it's pretty nimble. Like it, just like I said, this came back on sale. I'd been looking at one. I belong to a club, and we do some indoor RC flying at Kent State up here in Ohio. And one guy had this. I'm like, oh, I gotta get that. I mean, if you've followed my channel or watched it for a while, you'll know we've got, I think, roughly 55, 60 airplanes. So we have a lot. But we didn't have anything like this, and so I'm like, oh. And I think it was on sale like right around the 150 mark. And it was a plug and play, so we had our own little receiver, just a 4-channel Spectrum receiver I think we put in there. Because it's just right and left, and then you put in the mixing to flare it for landing. So when you pull back, both of the arms go down to flare like a real parachute, and then you've got throttle. And then you just plug in the light bar, and off it goes. And you hear my timer beeping there. It was set at 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I don't know why, because the last time I flew this, we had, I think, 20 minutes on the flight. And bugs. I landed it because it was just getting really dark at that point. And it ended up being 7% left on the battery. So, I mean, it was almost ready to quit because I wanted to see what it would do if it did quit. And then we did ground test like a fail-safe mode. Nothing changes. It just turns off. And trying to hand launch this a few times, it went into the ground. But it's built quite sturdy. We changed, like I said, a couple things. Moved the arms differently, and then the way they had you zip tie that ring on, the lines were getting caught if you have the zip tie connection point on the outside, on the sides, so we moved that to the inside. And I don't know yet, we'll see. I'm gonna review the footage and decide whether or not I'll make this its own video and then the onboard camera its own video, or if I'll mash it up together. So I'm gonna get a little height. I haven't gone full throttle at all like this whole time, because it will pitch up. Like, you can kind of see it rocking right there. I think part of it's also probably the weight from the GoPro I stuck on the battery. You can kind of see it wiggling, but it's still controllable. So you can get this thing up there, and when the sun does start to set, that light bar is pretty nice. All right, so I've been kind of flying under power, so I just killed the throttle. So now it's just gliding, and you can kind of see. So it comes down. And so when you're coming in for landing, you know, a little bit of power to kind of level it out. You know, it does have the flare to it. So you can see what happens when you get aggressive on it. And you really got to work the throttle. Like, don't think so much about up and down. A lot of this is throttle. Which I'm saying because I just tried to pull back. But then as you add the throttle and pull back, now you're really making it much more aggressive in the pitch. So you got to be gentle with it. Let me try to bring by here again. Oh, hello. So hopefully this is all on video. I got the GoPro 10 on my forehead, my GoPro 8 on the paramotor. Again, Hobbyking Paramotor V2. Maiden flight for video. Like I said, I think we had almost 20 minutes on the timer last time.
Timer over 3 minutes 27 seconds.
Alright, so we've been flying for about 8 minutes now. And I've seen a few, different brands out there. But from videos I watched, this one seemed good and reasonable. There are a lot of lines there, which you can hopefully see in the video here. So you just got to make sure everything's clear to, get it up and going. I'm gonna walk out this way a little bit. That's kind of tucked back in some of the shadows to give myself a nice little area to fly. I got just a little bit of throttle in right now. And when you're turning, it's kind of like an airplane. You're going to lose a little lift on one side. So sometimes you got to give it a little bit more. And so right there, I didn't pull back at all. I just gave it a little more power, and you can see how much it wants to pitch up. And so I'm flying, it's about half throttle. See if I can get a nice little low pass here. So we got the sun setting back there behind the trees. So right there, you can probably see that light bar just starting to glow. And so throttle is altitude on this. If you need to, give a little pitch up to kind of help it, you can. But really, you're only using that coming in for landing, because like I said, when you power up and try to pitch up, it's gonna make the pendulum effect a little more exaggerated. Off the throttle. Yep. On the throttle. Oh. Okay. Well. So that's how it lands. It's not what I meant to do at that point in time, but it kind of gives you an idea of that characteristic. Tried to fly it out of it, and it didn't want to quite go over. So let's clear my lines here. There's lots of things for it to snag up on, like I had talked about. So clear the lines, reset. Hi, 14 minutes and 22 seconds so far on that camera angle.
Motor off.
No, you stop mid rates now.
Motor on. High rates.
All right. See if we can get you flying again here. It is definitely an art to get this foil inflated and flying. One of the guys on the video says give it maybe 30-40% throttle, help fill up the sail when it's pointed at it, and then bring it up and over and down just a little bit to kind of get it going. So ooh, that wasn't good. Needed a little more. Oh, we're all tangled up now. So this is part of the fun with the millions of lines on it, like I talked about. And so I've only had my one successful solo launch. Oh, you're around the propeller too. I don't know if you guys can see this. Guess I just needed more. All part of the fun, eh? Alright, took a minute. Finally got it all untangled. And my other GoPro did a little flippy floppy. So I'm gonna try this ground thing again. That probably won't work. This is kind of how we did it last time. Just held the sail up so it could start to get inflated. But it's tough on the grass. All right, not working off the grass. Prop's got some grass stains on it. It would probably be better on like a hard surface, but who knows? I'm just trying to have some fun. Hey! Alright. Try this again. So get some wind under it. Try and inflate that sail. Nope. I'm feeling it. Battery sliding a little bit. One guy said to hold it like this. Get a couple fingers back there, and so you can get off there. Get it up and over your head. Like so. But you gotta let it go like straight up. Otherwise it goes in the ground like it did. So, a little bit of a labor of love. Took us a minute to actually get it going on its own. So. Nope, not yet. Guy says if you're not feeling it, reset. Try again. There you go. There's that light bar. Hey. All right, since I got the onboard camera going, I'm gonna take a swing by and then get a little altitude. I know that sun is set, so I'm not quite sure how the video is gonna look. There it is. Just got that wiggle. You give it a little power, it's gonna pitch up. It's gotta just kind of settle in. So it's got its quirks. It is not an airplane. You're flying a parachute here. And yeah, it's not without its challenges, but we are getting up there. I'm assuming this is in frame. I'm looking straight up at it. Like I said, just trying to get some altitude because I've got the camera on the unit. So just trying to get some nice little video for you guys. Like I said, this will be chopped up a little bit. But, as always, I appreciate your support. And if you want to hit that like and subscribe for me, I just crossed over 500 subscribers. Little help from my Facebook friends. Which is, I mean, this is a very specific channel. You know, flying RC, some skydiving, some of actual flying. But yeah, I mean, YouTube, it's, you know, it's specific to what floats your boat, what you like. And I'm into RC and stuff like this, and so I just try to bring you some content. I was like told, like, if you really crank it and bank it, you could actually do some gnarly stuff with this, but I'm not there yet. Like, this is, I'm not even full right there, but it still gives a tight turn. And again, I'm pretty sure with the weight and balance that the GoPro sitting on the battery there is gonna play around with it a little bit. Oh dear. That was like right over, turn right over my head. So this is, I know this is probably gonna be, you know, a little farther away for you guys, but someone just let it rip on the highway. Just trying to get some nice little aerial views for you guys too. And then I'll bring it a little bit lower. Play around with that again. And then I'll land it. We'll call it a night. I'll get to work on that video. It is October in Northeast Ohio. Cleveland baseball just blew the game to Detroit. Garbage. So I'm completely off the throttle. The prop is stopped. This is, you know, it's a parachute. It's coming down. Just doing its thing. Gonna add a little throttle there. Keep it flying. Not quite ready to land yet. So try and keep it a little, keep enough power, keep it going. So to watch those turns. And see if that the video sitting on there. Try and get something fun to look at. Here's me coming at you. Hi. So I got this, you know, particularly for this reason. It's sunset, winds are calm, and it's just something fun to, you know, come out to a semi-open field. And I live on a very large cul-de-sac too. I'm confident at some point I'll probably fly it out there. But still getting the feels for it. And this being my first time hand launching it myself, holding the controller, I wanted a little extra room, so. All right, I think you get the gist of it. So we will come around, I'm gonna let her settle in, and hopefully, you know, it's a nice little landing. Like I said, I mean, we've already thrown this thing into the ground a number of times trying to launch it. Hello, light bar. Little throttle, little throttle. There you go.
Motor off.
All right. Throw you back over there. Top of the foil. Clear the lines. Oh yeah. All right, GoPro's off my head. Turn that sucker on. So there it is, Hobbyking Paramotor V2. I like it. It's got its challenges. It's tough to kind of get it going. Sometimes it took us a few tries, but we got it. Beautiful day like this. Nice little sunset. So there it is. Again, appreciate the support. Hit the like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.